So because all the wood, where the T111 is, all the fixtures that I mentioned are attached to these panels, they have to be moved. The plumbing pipes have to be cut so they could remove, install the new facades. The cable boxes with the internet would have to be moved by some cable company or some contractor to do the works. Likewise, the electricals, the AC units would have to get some HVAC company involved with that, and the meter panels, we would have to get an electrician to do the shifting. The intent of that exercise would be to come up with a costing for all these associated works, basically. So that's the first item on the agenda.
So last construction meeting, when Farouk was here, we already discussed this item, right? And you, SD Engineering, was supposed to create a scope of work so we can get it bidded. So that would be for what needs to be removed regarding electrical, AC, and plumbing. Do you have the scope of work
Well,
yet?
through that exercise, then we will develop the scope of works.
All of it then is contract commencement.
Yeah.
You signed it, why not?
All right, let's continue.
Wait, no, that's a legit question.
Did you hear Farouk last time, or just you read the minutes, or the video or not?
Did he specifically say why this wasn't done?
Correct, yes he did.
And
And
what
buildings
was it?
have to be opened, and they didn't open the
But those
building.
were all external issues.
Well, the thing is, whatever way you have to install the panels, these things have to be shifted.
So we should have known from the beginning.
Okay, the contract, if you read the contract,
Right.
okay, Ostro specifically said that electrical, plumbing was not included.
Everything's
Yes,
not
So we
clear.
have to wait until we get to that phase to get a scope of work when they did the exercise that we're doing.
So was it presumed at that time that this cost would be passed on to the homeowner?
And was banking in that
Of
scope?
course.
At that time, you were aware that homeowners were gonna have to pay for windows, for their AC units to be moved, for their plumbing to be
I'm
cut.
not playing this game.
This isn't a game. This is
Yeah,
our-
it's
this is
a
our
game.
money.
I'm gonna
This is
tell
our
you,
money.
I'm
This
gonna
isn't a
tell
game.
you again, okay?
It's not a game, Pat.
I'm
You're
gonna tell
asking
you
us-
I feel like they're pressuring
I'm
us.
gonna tell you again.
Pressuring us.
No, I don't know.
When, Farouk was very clear at the beginning, when you start
This has to
opening
be-
these buildings, you will need to know what needs to be
But
done.
this isn't an opening issue.
Yes,
This
it is.
My
They
AC
had to
unit's
remove
outside.
they
The
had to
wood's
remove
there.
the
Do I need to move an AC
which
unit?
didn't
Would
have
help. Because if I
anything
remember,
behind
a
it.
couple of months ago, we were sitting at this meeting and they told us we wouldn't need to.
All right,
move
let's
it.
Would
continue.
be the more easy.
Let's
But
continue.
the original
Huh?
told us to
I'm
get
sorry
this.
to
Yeah.
bug in, but will be now more easy the association to take over and just, assess the people if this is what they
That's
want,
exactly
if
what
this is
will
this-
happen.
If this is what they keep saying,
Well, the banks
it's
are out
outside,
now.
we need
Right.
to
This
go.
is
So
the
this is
problem.
outside.
Let's continue.
You know.
Larry, can you do a brief overview, the explanation Farouk gave last meeting about the openings of the building and having nothing behind it, and then the T111 had nothing behind it but the wood studs.
Basically, what I insist is the wood studs. Upon the wood studs, there is a 30-pound water barrier and the T111 plywood. That's just it. With the code change,